So what you got to do to remove this is take out that screw, take out that screw, remove this, take that out, take that screw out and that bracket, and that screw, and then after that she's good to come out, and you've got all these clips in here, and what you have to do is just pull, and this is going to sound like it's breaking, and as you get more out you'll see that there's poppers that go into the metal, and they should just pop out with a bit of a bang. Just make sure you remember that that is connected, that just folds through like that and pushes through. So when I tried to run the cable, I took that off, tried to run it down there, but it turns out you can't access it. You have to push the cable down there, thread it, and then hope that you can get it down the end. That does come out, but it's super tight and you can see the cable's bent, so unfortunately I've been really lazy because I just couldn't be bothered. And I've just run it out of a gap there and cable tied it to that, and then gone under the seal here so it doesn't get crushed, and then into the head lining. I can live with that. I don't know if you can. If I'd bothered to put more time or effort into it, I could have done it properly, but I'm fine with that. It closes properly, it's not chafing the cable. I'm happy. So once you've run the cable down there, what I did was I've tucked it in there. Just stick your finger in it, and that's where I see how the gap opens up. And I've put the cable in there, run it all the way along, pushed it in there, and then it's in the door seal, as you can see. You can just see it poking out, just poke that away. And I've run it all the way along there, again through that gap, all the way down there. So from there what I've done is run it over the top of the door like that, down there. When I got down here, this just pops out. You can just put your fingernail behind it and it pulls out. And then you can see my cable in there, which I have poked through that gap in there. So it came down the seal through there in the side. And you'll also find that this piece of trim comes out. Just pull it and out it comes. So that just pops down there and then went under the steering wheel. And again, it turns out that this piece of trim here pulls out like that, and it comes out all under there. The whole thing comes out, including that, which means you can run it under the steering wheel by this foam without having to mess around too much. It is possible, but I discovered that it came out. See it coming out now. It all just pops back in. You've got to slide that back under there. From there, I had all of this out for the radio anyway. You have to. That'll be out, that'll be out, that'll be out, and so will that piece of trim. And then it just, I believe there's a hole in there actually. There's a hole between where you run it and it will just poke through. It goes behind that, I believe, and then it appears from behind the radio. There's loads of gaps in there that you'll find. Just hook it up and jobs are good.